Hello and welcome to this segment of the Zoom meeting reacting to the virtual Girl Scouts at Home. I want to thank you for joining, and I'm pleased to bring to you today the statewide membership team. We're a team of 5 troop support specialists throughout the state, and we selected topics among the 5 of us that we think are most relevant to co-leaders and volunteers and parents, and so we're going to just run down that. Feel free to type in your messages as we go along, and then if you have questions afterwards, and we'll talk through this a couple times, you can reach out to member support or also your individual troop support specialist. So we're going to kick off today's segment with Dulcie, and as we go along, we'll each introduce ourselves and kind of tell you a little bit about us, and then we'll go through our portions and take it from there. So with that, Dulcie, I'll turn it over to you.
All right, thank you, Wendy. I am Dulcie Monell. I am Troop Support Specialist for the western part of the state. I have been with the council for 11 years now, and I have been a leader for 20 years. So Girl Scouts is kind of my passion. I have 3 daughters that 2 of them are lifetime members, and as soon as the 3rd one graduates next year, she'll also be a lifetime member. So I'm going to go over early bird registration, who needs to be registered, and a couple easy steps to help you hopefully get everybody early bird registered. So today started early bird registration officially. So if you register a girl today, she will receive not only the early bird patch, but she will also receive the patch for the entrepreneurial challenge. And that challenge is posted on our Facebook page. So, or not our Facebook page, sorry, on our program. If you register 2 co-leaders in a troop, starting today through June 30th, as long as there are 2 or more co-leaders in the troop, those co-leaders will receive a t-shirt, and it's a co-leader t-shirt. They're actually really cute. So your troop support specialist will have those, and you will receive an email in a couple days to send in your size for those t-shirts. So don't worry about that today. When you're registering, you don't have to worry about the size today, but you will get that email eventually. Any adult who is working with the girls, going on trips with you, doing overnights, any of that kind of stuff, still needs to be a registered member. So you would register them as adult support. And when they register for adult support, then they're still going to receive the background check to be able to go in and get that done. Girls can early bird, even if they are on financial assistance. The leader does not do that though. So when the leaders are going in and early birding the girls, if you know she is on financial assistance, don't click her. Get a hold of the parents. They have to go in and do it. They will click her and then click the financial aid, and then they will be sent an email to fill out the financial aid paperwork for that. So make sure they're watching for that if they're doing the financial aid. They can also call and get help from your troop support specialist or member support to fill out that financial aid paperwork. It's actually super simple. What else? I think that's everything. So I'm going to hand it over to Joanne.
Hello. Hi, my name is Joanne Savicki, and I work with the Greater Omaha Area Volunteers. Let's see, I have been a Girl Scout for most of my life. I was even a campus Girl Scout when I was in college. And I'm a lifetime member, and I've been at the council for 23 years. 23 years. And I love, and it's all been in the same position, and so I always love working with volunteers. So I'm here for you. So my role today is we're going to talk about a cookie update, and so our product program team has been working furiously behind the scenes over the last couple of months, and working with states that have been closed and things like that. And so it's a very challenging and unusual time right now in the product program department. So some of our updates today are the statewide standard recognitions, the growth incentives, will be, the product program team is working between mid to end of May on getting those recognitions and setting up times to get those recognitions out to the troops. And so, kind of look for information on that, and have your troop cookie managers kind of keep a watch out on their emails for information about that as well. Girls can still use their 2019 cookie dough. However, for this year's cookie dough, they will be sent an email, and so you want to have parents kind of look out for those emails in regards to this year's 2020 cookie dough. They need to have correct email addresses, and so if you know that some girls' information has changed, you just want to make sure and have that updated. Either update that yourself or contact member support or your troop support specialist to have us change that so we have the correct email for the girls. And then also just some news for 500 club recognitions and above. And so this year we had 886 girls in the 500 club, 500 plus club. We actually had 153 girls in the 1,000 plus club. And information about those are that the council will be directly shipping those items to the girls' homes as those purchases are made and as those businesses are open, because some businesses are still closed in regards to things that we're purchasing from. So that may take a little while to also complete as well. In regards to the fall product sale, we also did have 6 girls statewide that sold more than $2,000. So that was just something to kind of add in there as well. I know that girls are really disappointed about not being involved in the girl award ceremonies this year. But we also wanted to let people know that, or let girls know that they can have their own ceremony. They can also have a troop ceremony. And then also service units can also kind of plan for honoring girls that held those achievements, as well as the bronze, silver, and gold girls as well. And then lastly, because you might be wanting to purchase uniform pieces or use that cookie dough that you have, Juliet's Boutique, even though the council stores are not physically open, we do have employees that are still working behind the scenes, even in Juliet's Boutique. And so if you need to order things, you can contact them at shop, S-H-O-P, at girlscoutsnebraska.org. And any one of the associates will be able to help you with your order. Always leave a phone number so that they can contact you, and they can help you with your order. And you can either have it shipped directly with a nominal fee, or you can arrange for pickup or things like that. So, so we're here for you, as well as any of my other troop support specialist colleagues. And so we're here for you if you need us. And I'm turning it over to, I believe, Pam.
Thank you, Joanne. I'm Pam Suckup. I am Troop Support Specialist for the Northeast area. I've been with the council for 22 years. And with the troops not being able to meet right now and having problems and getting together, I thought I'd mention the programs on demand. These are program kits that the council puts together, and they can be sent to the girls. And there's 5 different ones: Our Earth, Our Future, Trash to Treasure, The Sky is Not the Limit, Fresh Baking, Ideas for Cookie Success, Unicorn Crafts, and Rainbow Dreams. And so you can purchase these kits, and actually the council will, if you call member support, will ship them directly to the girls for you. And the kits are $6 a piece. So I just kind of thought maybe this would be a way you could connect with your girls. Maybe they could do the craft, and then you get together on Facebook or a Zoom meeting and share what they made. All of the most of the things that they needed are included in the kit. You can order the kits on girlscoutsnebraska.org/POD. And if you call member support, they will, and give them a list of your girls, they will directly ship them to the girls. It says it allow up to a month, but if they have the supplies in hand, then they'll ship them out as soon as they can. So I just thought that might be a good way to work with your girls over the summer. Thanks. And I think I'll turn it over to Lila next.
Thanks, Pam. This is Lila Mansell, your troop support specialist from the Central area. I've been with Girl Scouts for about 17 years now, well, almost 17 and a half. And I'm going to talk to you about a new program that we are going to do. It's called the VPI. It's a new type of Girl Scout home program. It's the VIP, Virtual Interactive Program, Power Program. I always forget the power. VIP programs offer more in-depth and hands-on for girls and are led by our Girl Scout Spirit of Nebraska program team staff. These programs include badge workshops, journeys, award workshops, program aid learning sessions, and a lot more. Registrations for the VIP is required. Most of the programs are free and are open to members and non-members. There could be a small cost for materials, and there may be some only for members. Some of the upcoming VIP badges we have coming is Junior Drawing Badge, Trail Adventure Badge, and Mission Sisterhood Journey Series. For more information on these VIP badges, you can check out our blog on our Girl Scout website. And I'm going to turn it over to Wendy now.
Hi, I'm Wendy Warner. I'm the troop support specialist in the Southeast area. And that area covers York to Plattsmouth to Falls City to Beatrice. And I have been with the council for 5 years in October, but have been a co-leader since 2005 when my daughter started kindergarten. And I followed her through Girl Scouts her senior year in high school. And I too am a lifetime member. I want to echo my colleagues' sentiments about it being a difficult time with the pandemic. And I want to give a shout out to all of the volunteers who are working to continue to connect with their troops and their girls, the parents who are using curriculum and individual girl member tools to keep girls connected to Girl Scouts. And even though we appreciate all those efforts, if your circumstances are not such that you've been able to connect with your girls, or you know, it's just not working for that to happen right now, we completely understand that, and want you to know that if you do need help, or as with time that's passed, if you're not sure where to start or how to do it, we are here to help you and encourage you to reach out to us if that's something that you want to follow up on. So the piece that I'm going to talk about today is something I think a lot of us may know well, but maybe don't know exactly everything that's included. There's a place on our Girl Scout website at girlscoutsnebraska.org, and it's volunteer resources. And I mean, if you can, that would be the tab that I would bookmark. Under that category, there are two sections. One's forms, and then the second most important are the publications. So under forms, you will find every form that you could possibly need that follows you through the year. So for example, we're heading up on June 30 deadlines with honor troop applications, and then also troop finance reports, And so resources specifically pertaining to those two are on our website. We've enhanced the processes for many things so that you can submit those online. So instead of printing a form, filling it out, scanning it, emailing it, the form can actually be submitted online. And I think we're excited about that, streamlining that process and making it as easy as possible for our volunteers. Excuse me. There's a couple different sections here I might point out. There's a section for troop co-leaders and service unit, and a lot of that material could also be of interest to parents of individual girl members, especially if a girl has recently transferred from a troop to individual girl status. Another section is program and travel. And so anytime a troop or girl travels for more than 2 nights, and depending on where they're traveling, there's some regulations that need to be followed up on. So all of that is spelled out. That's also where you can find a link for the financial aid page. And there's also links to cookie and fall product and camp properties. I know that's often a question that adults, volunteers, and parents have. Is it more information about our camps? So each camp is highlighted, and the amenities are outlined. So when you get ready to plan your camp adventure, you will be able to decide which things that you want. For example, if you want to sleep in a lodge, or if you want to sleep in a tent, if horseback riding is available, or if there's axe throwing available, different things like that. So the other thing I want to talk about are the publications. And so under publications, there are several helpful, bear with me, I'm looking at another website so I can follow along here. So publications include the annual program book. This is also where you can find the girl and adult passports for the current year. So if you have a girl who didn't get an annual program book or cannot locate it, you can print the passports off the website and not have to worry about trying to secure them from other offices or another source. The Girls Guide to Summer Fun is on here. All of the Juliet Gazette, which have gone to online, there's a tab for that. And then there's volunteer family and member guides, which would be the volunteer guide. There's the individual family guide. We now have an individual girl member guide. There's a troop co-leader guide that covers the volunteer toolkit. And again, there's the Spirit of Nebraska camps and some other helpful publications. This is also where our monthly e-newsletters are stored. And so if you've missed one or did not otherwise read it, you can go here to find it. There's also a place on our website where you can find the co-leader updates. The monthly co-leader updates, I really want to encourage you to read those. There's a lot of important information. We all 5 of us contribute to those and are really trying to put information in there that is the most pertinent and without overloading you with information. So please do try to take a chance to look at those. I also want to promote the area Facebook pages. So for registered volunteers, co-leaders, each area has its own area Facebook page, and my colleagues can jump in, but I think for me, that's where I get information the quickest. So when I learn something, such as cookie dough being extended, that's the first place I go to get that information to volunteers and folks first. And so I really would encourage you to send a request to your troop support specialist to join your area Facebook page. I also want to talk about this time being used to catch up on leader training. There's many leader training opportunities that are also on our website. And so if you're finding yourself with extra time or looking for a way to stay busy, the leader trainings, volunteer toolkit trainings, a lot of those trainings are online trainings, not in person. So you can go to our website, and even if you haven't, or especially if you haven't taken training for several years, I would encourage you to review those because the information has been updated, and there's just a good review there if you have not done it in a while. Last, I want to put a plug in for volunteer award nominations. Annually, Girl Scouts, each of the areas recognize volunteers for their service to Girl Scouts and can be nominated by the council staff. But we actually are more happy when we can get applications from girls themselves, parents, community partners, etc. And so that is also on our website, and that application is open now. And it was open, was that open December 1st, Lila?
Yes, it's been open and we'll take applications through December 15th.
Okay, and so thank you. One of the things that we did was open the application process up for a longer period of time. So as you're thinking about someone who could be recognized, you can actually go in and nominate them right away instead of having to wait until the end of the year or closer to the deadline. And so that's what our staff tries to do, and we encourage people to do is just start a little section in your notebook or a Post-it note where you collect reasons for nominating an adult or a volunteer. And we feel strongly about those awards in the context that one of the very few ways that we have of recognizing volunteers and thanking them for their service is recognizing them with an award. And so your help with that would be appreciated. Okay.
Now is the perfect time to look for those people that are going above and beyond, especially with Zoom calls and trying new things with their troop. If you hear of other troops that are doing great things with social distancing and things like that, it's definitely time to nominate them for an award.
Echo that. So does anyone on the call have anything else they'd like to add or bring up? Okay, so just as a reminder, the Girl Scout website at girlscoutsnebraska.org is a great resource and a good a go-to. Member support at girlscoutsnebraska.org is our customer care center, and can be the initial point for any questions or concerns that you have. Also, your troop support specialists are here to help you. And so any question, no matter how big or how small or whatever the challenges are, we really encourage you to reach out to us. And even just to pick up the phone and call us and tell us how things are going for you, or if you want to share something exciting that happened, we would love to hear from you. And so with that, we'll conclude our Zoom meeting for today. And I thank you for joining us and appreciate your time.
Thank you, and we're here for you.